welcome everyone to the stream, and for those that will see this video in YouTube, as always, we are going to start with our portfolio to see how did we perform during a 1-year benchmark from the beginning of this year and since inception. So let's start doing that right now. As we can see, this is what we do on all of the streams. Interactive Broker is the broker that I use, is the retail broker that I prefer. You can use any broker that you want. There is no inconvenience. Oh wow, we got to 30 followers already. Thank you to whoever just followed. That's amazing, we got to the goals. Okay, I just got a bit excited. Thanks to the 30 followers that are right now. Appreciate it a lot. That said, we are going to see first our portfolio from the beginning of this year and compare it with different indices or ETF. To start, here we have SPY. Remember, this is the Standard & Poor's 500 or the ETF that follows it. And from the beginning of this year, from January the 3rd until today, July 27th, they've been in minus 13%. As for DAX, remember that DAX is the German economy, or is represented as the German economy. It has the 40 biggest companies in Germany, and that one at the moment is at minus 16.39%. As for QQQ, which is the 100 biggest technological companies in the Nasdaq index, is right now in minus 21. And as for us, from the beginning of this year, we are in positive 17%. I also have the numbers here at the top in case you cannot see them here in the bottom, but the same goes for year to date. Minus 13% for SPY, DAX minus 16%, QQQ minus 21%, and we are in plus 17%. When we see from the beginning of this year, for 365 days, we would see that SPY is at minus 6%, DAX is at minus 14%, QQQ is at minus 14%, and during 365 days, we actually did 17%. We're the only ones in positive again. The numbers, we can see them as well here. If there's a little bit difference between this 0.56 and this 0.47, is because I updated this table about an hour before the stream, and this is real-time data. This data is given by Interactive Broker, which is regulated by SEC and FINRA. So it is a very trustable source of information. And last but not least, from the inception, since we are in Interactive Brokers, we were before in other ones, but since we start with Interactive Brokers, that was in 2020, August 19th, all the way until today, SPY had increased at 23%, DAX at 3%, QQQ at 12%, and we are at a whooping 75%. This is amazing. I'm very, very happy. At the beginning of the week, we were at 68%. So this week was a very strange week because two different things happened this week. If you've been following the market, you might have realized that the United States increased the interest by 0.75. So that was a massive movement into the economy. And the second thing that happened was that yesterday, earnings of Amazon, Apple, and many other big companies was released. And they all perform actually very, very well. Therefore, a lot of people or a lot of investors were actually buying those stocks. If there's something important, I've never mentioned this, but it's really good to know the dates of the companies when they're going to have the earnings. Because usually that day, there's going to be either a massive movement up or a massive movement down. And there's two types of investors. Those that prefer to hold positions right before when they believe that the company is actually doing good, so they can ride that wave. And there are those that prefer to wait until the earnings are shown, so they don't have that risk of going up or down if their beliefs are wrong. At the end, this is the market. When someone is buying, someone is selling. Some people think that an asset will go up. Other ones think that an asset will go down. And sometimes you're going to be in the losing side. Sometimes you're going to be on the winning side. What we try is to be as much as we can on the winning side. But at the end, it's a game of probabilities. Therefore, what we have to do is mitigate the risks in that probability and hopefully perform better than the market. And hey, we've been doing that. And that's why we're here. So you can do it as well.